Hello everybody and welcome back to the Dawnguard. I decided to start a little bit early today just to get some extra time in and also make sure I didn't, get tired midstream. But we're continuing with this bullshit. Which is, we're looking for some priest of RK. I forget his name already. I don't know what this is. Oh yeah, Ghosh is with us. I honestly keep forgetting he's here. Let me use a fucking arrow that actually will do damage. Okay. Shit. How did I miss that?
Ha! Found you.
Oh man. Why did I have Dragon Rend equipped? Also, how did I miss that? Oh dear God, what's going on over here? Oh, for fuck's sake, they're attacking him.
Bruce?
Are you? Oh, well, the, Vigilants are dead now. Hello.
I knew it. I knew RK would save me. I asked for help, and he sent you. You are a very welcome addition to this dreary place, my friend. I owe both you and RK a great deal. I'm sure I'll manage to repay him later. But you, what can I do to thank you?
You can meet me at Fort Dawnguard.
I suppose I could. What, pray tell, is there?
Isran needs your help.
Isran? My help? Is this some kind of a joke? Did RK put you up to this? Isran's done nothing but mock me. He's never given me the respect I deserve.
We really need your help. It's bad.
Look, I've just got myself out of quite a mess here, in case you haven't noticed. And while I appreciate your help, What's that? No, that's not what I... Yes, but... Are you sure? Really? Fine. RK says it's a good idea for me to go. I don't agree. But he's not the sort of fellow you can just ignore. I'll see you at Fort Dawnguard then. Don't worry. RK will show me the way.
I was about to say it seems kind of ridiculous that you're talking to the god of death, but considering everything I've seen so far, that seems pretty fucking innocuous by comparison. Wait. Door. Another door. And a chest. And a lever. And an exit. Oh, a door straight to Skyrim. Nice. Neat. There's another cave over here. Tolvold's cave. I don't recognize this place, and it is not currently quest important, so I'm not going here. So we're gonna go ahead and meet up with Serana. At the Icewater Jetty. Oh, she's already up there. Serana.
I'm ready if you are.
Yeah, let's go.
Come on, it's just around the side.
Seems like building a castle on an island in the middle of the ocean would be a bit inconvenient. But what the fuck do I know? I'm not a vampire.
I mean, it is big, but, well, even bigger.
What'd you say, Serana? Yeah, stand far away. That'll make me able to hear you.
Where'd you come from?
Stop that. Stop that not dying thing you're doing. Girl, damn.
I still remember how to fight.
Hey, Serana, you want we should get you a better weapon? An elven dagger's not exactly, you know, top standard. Dumbass.
What have you got?
Death. That's what he's got. A bad case of death.
Yes? What did you need?
You spend a lot of time down here?
I like to explore. My parents almost never let me off the island, so yeah, I poked around down here a lot. It was a little quieter back then. Guess a little vampire girl was enough to scare off the rats.
That sounds pretty lonely.
It was. But I got used to it.
Were you and your mother close?
Before my father became obsessed with a prophecy, my mother and I spent quite a bit of time together. She was very fond of our alchemical garden in the castle courtyard. She taught me quite a bit about cultivating quality regions.
Go deal with the rat.
I can't wait to see the courtyard again.
To reiterate,
Before my... She was very fond of our alchemical garden in the castle courtyard. She taught me quite a bit about cultivating quality regions.
So did the two of you get along well?
Like the best of friends. I would never hesitate to share anything with her.
And then things changed.
It was very sudden. It was almost like one day we were a normal family, and then the next, I didn't know who they were. I'd try to visit my mother in the garden, and she'd quickly shoo me away, saying she was much too busy.
So that's why we're headed there?
She had to be up to something in that garden. I'm hoping it's a clue that will tell us where she went.
Have you always been a vampire?
That's a long story.
Nevertheless, I'd like to hear it.
I guess we kind of have to go way back, to the very beginning. Do you know where vampirism came from?
I would guess a Daedric prince.
Exactly. The first vampire came from Molag Bal. She was not a willing subject, but she was still the first. Molag Bal is a powerful Daedric lord, and his will is made reality. For those willing to subjugate themselves, he will still bestow the gift, but they must be powerful in their own right before earning his trust.
How did you actually become a vampire then, if you don't mind me asking?
The ceremony was degrading. Let's not revisit that. But we all took part in it. Not really wholesome family activity, but I guess it's something you do when you give yourselves to a Daedric lord.
How has it affected your family?
Well, you've met most of us. My father's not exactly the most stable, and eventually he drove my mother crazy with him. And it all ended with me being locked underground for who knows how long. It's definitely been a bad thing, on the whole.
Are you alright?
I will be. Just give me a little time.
Fucking nightmare fuel.
The old water cistern. On some days, this would smell just... Who's there?
Seems like I'm out of soul gems. Goes, you don't have to re-summon your Storm Atronach every time.
Done and done.
Ow!
Who's there?
Ow! Come on, man! Come on, man! Ah, I'm too slow.
Done and done.
As it turns out, getting ice jammed into your shoulder slows you down. Of course, it's a fucking bag of coin that I can't grab a hold of. Lame ass bitch. Excuse me.
Yes? What did you need?
I need you to not stand directly in the way. That would be nice.
Take a left up here.
bitch. Ow! Don't bite my ass.
Who's there?
Goge just took damage. Oh, that was the sound of the vampires dropping bits of corpse on top of us. Ah, God damn it. God damn it.
Done and done.
Thank you, Serana. Ah, fucking tripping over skulls. This way.
This leads out to the courtyard. Just head through the door.
Alright. Good stuff. I need to check something. Yeah, voice volume's all the way up. I have no fucking idea why it's so quiet.
What happened to this place? Everything's been torn down. The whole place looks, well, dead. It's like we're the first to set foot here in centuries. This used to lead into the castle's great hall. Looks like my father had it sealed up. I used to walk through here after evening meals. It was beautiful once. This was my mother's garden. Do you know how beautiful something can be when it's tended by a master for hundreds of years? She would have hated to see it like this. Wait. Something's wrong with the moon dial here. Some of the crests are missing and the dial is askew. I didn't even know the crests could be removed. Maybe my mother's trying to tell us something. I'm telling you, there's something strange with the moon dial.
So what's so special about this moon dial?
Well, as far as I'm aware, it's the only one in existence. The previous owners of the castle had a sundial in the courtyard, and obviously that didn't appeal to my mother. She persuaded an elven artisan to make some improvements. You can see the plates that show the phases of the moons, Maser and Secunda.
Does it work?
That's the thing. What's the point of a moon dial? I always wondered why she didn't just have the whole thing ripped out. But she loved it. I don't know. I guess it's like having a piece of art, if you're into that sort of thing.
So what exactly am I doing to it?
Hard to say. Maybe if we found the missing crests, we could figure it out.
So what the hell happened to the courtyard? This place looks terrible.
If I had to guess, I'd say the moment Mother fled the castle, Father went on a rampage. Knowing him, anything at all that reminded him of her was just destroyed.
Then he just walled the place off.
It appears that way. I suppose he wanted to put the past behind him. Perhaps if he had spent more time with us, he would have recognized the beauty for himself.
What else can you tell me about your family?
There's not a whole lot to tell. You've already seen my father's obsession. My mother's not a whole lot better, but you'll see that soon enough.
Were you close to them?
My father... No, not really. I did spend a lot of time with my mother, but she saw me more like a protege than a daughter. What about you? What were your parents like?
I don't even really know what the backstory for this character would be. Let's go with... I never knew them. I grew up alone.
I know how that feels. I mean, I know it isn't the same thing, but I was a pretty lonely child myself.
Do you still feel lonely?
Not as much. Let's just keep going.
Ah. I found one of the moon crests. Ah, it fits right into place. There's another one here. What about this? Ah. I think I have them all. At least I hope I have them all. Ah! There we go.
Very clever, Mother. Very clever. I've never been in those tunnels before, but I'd bet they'd run right under the courtyard and into the tower ruins. Well, at least we're getting closer. Let's go.
Let's check it out then.
We're getting close. I'm sure of it. I've never even seen this part of the castle before. Be careful. I don't know what might be around.
What the fuck is going on out there? I'm gonna make sure my door is locked. It
Sure.
sounds like there's some crazy shit going on outside.
We're getting close. I'm sure of it.
Door's locked. The back patio door is latched shut now. Skeletons.
Where'd you go?
Bitch. So Rana, don't walk into those spike things. They're, you know, spike. Probably a little painful. Just go with us. Or go. I fucking can't remember how his name's pronounced. I don't see him anywhere.
I heard something. That'll teach you.
These things are a little easier to kill. That's a little over the top. we go. I meant to drop that on the counter. Bitch. Neat.
That'll teach you. Where'd you come from? That'll teach you.
Place really is fucking ruined. Runes. I don't fucking know. Words that make sense. How about that? Does that help? Oh, look at this bitch trying to run away from.
Who's there?
Okay.
I knew I heard something. Get it now while you can.
Serana, you just shot me in the fucking bladder. I'm gonna be pissing blood now. Just has a singular silver ingot on him.
Where'd you come from?
Bitch.
Who's there? Where'd you come from?
Oh, this guy's actually somewhat tough. I should probably be leveling up my fucking archery because, like, I'm already high level with my axes and I'm not gaining any experience by using an axe right now. Oh, I didn't even need to move the fucking lockpick. Ancient Nord weaponry. And a glass battle axe of whatever the hell that said. Enevering. $50 points of magic damage. This clearly does more damage. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and use some petty soul gems to charge this right here.
Where'd you come from? That'll teach you. Where'd you come from? Done and
There we go. Actual experience.
where'd you come from?
Serana!
You'll remember how to fight.
Ow! Hold still. I'm trying to practice my archery on you. Don't get closer. I said hold still. I said hold still, bitch.
Done and done.
Do I have candlelight? Yes, I do.
We're getting close. I'm sure of it.
Yeah, but the question is, how the hell do we get through this gate? This way, maybe? And canonically, this character could just lift the gate, but... due to game limitations, I can't do that. That actually scared me. I knew it was coming. I don't know why it scared me so fucking bad. God damn it, Serana.
Where'd you come from?
Die, bitch.
We're getting close. I'm sure of it.
Oh,
I don't
neat.
think we've reached the top yet. I bet there's some kind of secret passage around here. Give it to my mother. Way smarter than I gave her credit for.
You still have that lumbering fucking gargoyle with you? Huh.
Look at this place. This has to be it. I knew she was deep into necromancy. I mean, she taught me everything I know. But I had no idea she had a setup like this. Look at all this. She must have spent years collecting these components. And what's this thing?
Good question.
I'm not sure about this circle, but it's obviously something. Let's take a look around. There has to be something here that tells us where she's gone.
So, what exactly are we looking for?
My mother was meticulous about her research. If we can find her notes, there might be some hints in there.
Did your mother keep gargoyles around here?
Not that I ever saw. My mother had a bit of a thing for magical constructs. Not what you're thinking.
What?
She just found them fascinating.
What? Serana, what did you think I was thinking? Well, your mother maintained quite a laboratory.
I had no idea her laboratory even existed. She had an alchemy set up in her drawing room, but nothing that even comes close to what's here.
So what did she research?
Looking at the equipment and materials, it looks like she was trying to advance her necromancy.
To what end?
I don't know. Certainly not longevity. Kind of a waste of time for a vampire. I remember she used to keep a small journal. See if you can dig it up.
If it's anywhere. Ah. Serana,
Any luck yet?
I found your mother's journal.
You did? Let me see them.
What's the soul cairn that she mentioned?
I only know what she told me. She had a theory about soul gems. That the souls inside of them don't just vanish when they're used. They end up in the soul cairn.
Why did she care where the souls went?
The soul cairn is home to very powerful beings. Necromancers send them souls and receive powers of their own in return. My mother spent a lot of time trying to contact them directly, to travel to the soul cairn itself.
Oops. If she made it there, we'll find her.
That circle in the center of the room is definitely some type of portal. If I'm reading this right, there's a formula here that should give us safe passage into the soul cairn.
And what do we need?
A handful of soul gem shards, some finely ground bone meal, a good bit of purified void salts. Ah, damn it.
What's wrong?
We're also going to need a sample of her blood, which, if we could get that, we wouldn't even be trying to do this in the first place.
I mean, you have her blood.
Not bad. We'd better hope that's good enough. Mistakes with these kind of portals can be gruesome. Anyway, enough of that. Let's get started.
Do you think all the ingredients are here?
Oh, definitely. Mother would have plenty of those materials in her laboratory. You just need to find them.
Ah.
Having trouble finding those ingredients?
No, I'm just... Ah.
Having trouble finding those ingredients?
No, I'm not. I'm just looking around. I just grabbed a fucking bowl without meaning to. That's wonderful.
Get the ingredients in that vessel and let me know when you're ready.
Alright.
Then the rest is up to me. Are you ready to go? I'm not entirely sure what this thing is going to do when I add my blood.
Can I ask you something first?
Of course. What is it?
What will you do if we find your mother?
I've been asking myself the same thing since we came back to the castle. She was so sure of what we did to my father. I couldn't help but go along with her. I never thought of the cost.
I don't know exactly what she was thinking.
Neither do I. She always seemed happy before we heard the prophecy. Then it all changed. She became a different person. They both did.
Well, we won't know until we find her.
Yes, you're right. I'm sorry. I just didn't expect anyone to care how I felt about her. Thank you. Are we ready then?
Yeah, let's get the portal open.
All right, here goes.
Jesus. Jesus!
Created a portal to the Soul King. Incredible. Incredible. Simply incredible.
Well, before we go, is there anything you can tell me about the Soul Cairn?
The Soul Cairn is a tiny sliver of Oblivion, the realm of the Daedra. It's ruled by unseen beings known as the Ideal Masters.
Why was your mother so fascinated by it?
Honestly, I don't know. Necromancers are always interested in souls, though, so that probably has some kind of interest.
What exactly are the Ideal Masters?
Nobody really knows. As far as I've heard, no one's seen them and returned to Tamriel to tell about it.
Then how are you sure that they exist?
I've read stories. Stories about fools that manage to communicate with them. You give the Ideal Masters souls, they give you powers to summon the undead. It's all very businesslike.
Fools? Why do you call them that?
Because most of the stories end with the Ideal Masters duping the Necromancers, who end up dead or wishing they were dead. I'm ready when you are.
Alright, let's just, Ow! What the fuck?
You alright? That looked painful.
Yeah, it was! What the hell just happened?
Now that I think about it, I should have expected that. Sorry. It's hard to describe. The Soul Cairn is... well, hungry, for lack of a better word. It's trying to take your life essence as payment.
So, we're screwed.
There might be, but I don't think you're going to like it. Vampires aren't counted among the living. I could probably go through there without a problem.
You're saying I need to become a vampire to go to the Soul Cairn?
Not your first choice, I'd guess?
There has to be some other way.
Maybe. We could just pay the toll another way. It wants a soul, so we give it a soul. Yours.
Wouldn't that kill me?
My mother taught me a trick or two. I could partially soul trap you and offer that gem to the Ideal Masters. It might be enough to satisfy them. It would make you a bit weaker when we travel through the Soul Cairn, but we might be able to fix that once we're inside. Maybe.
So my options are to lose part of my soul or become a vampire.
I'm sorry. I wish I knew a better way, something that would be easier for you. Just know that whatever path you choose, I won't think any less of you. Sometimes things just have to be done. I know that better than anybody. Yes?
Soul trap me. It won't feel right becoming a vampire.
Are you sure? I'm willing to do it, but you need to think it through. You'll remain mortal, but you'll find yourself weakened within the Soul Cairn.
It's not the only time I've been weakened. Oh my god, my brain just stopped while I was trying to say that line. It's not the only time I've been weakened for something important.
I know this is difficult for you. I hope you trust me. I'd never do anything that could hurt you.
Don't worry, Serana, I trust you completely. If you were gonna kill me, you could have done it by now.
Thank you. Let's not waste any more time then. I promise to make this as painless as possible. Hold still.
Well, it's not sucking my soul out anymore, so that's nice. Ah! Oh, I feel like shit. Well, this place is just a ball of sunshine, isn't it?
Let's keep moving. I feel like we're being watched.
Is there anything else you know about this place?
Just what my mother told me. I've also studied a little bit on my own, but there's not much. When something is trapped in a soul gem, and then the energy is used for powering an enchantment, the remnants are sent here.
Any soul gem?
Well, I think it's specifically the black ones. I don't know if the soul cairn takes just any leftovers.
Does anything live here?
Look at this place. Do you think anything would want to live here? The only things that can survive here are the ideal masters, the undead, and the souls themselves. Well, if you want to call that living.
Do you think there's any chance we'll meet these ideal masters?
I don't think anyone's ever met the ideal masters. I'm not even sure anyone knows what they look like. They could be underground, flying above us. They might be the ground, I have no idea.
So why are they collecting souls then?
Lots of theories. Some say they feed on them like I feed on blood. Others think they use them as payment to an even higher power, almost like a currency. A very strange currency. Whatever they're doing with them, they've been harvesting for millennia. No telling how many souls are trapped here.
So why would a necromancer want to deal with them?
Look around you. There are some extremely powerful undead here. Even a necromancer as seasoned as my mother would be willing to spend years trying to gain access to them.
Summon, you mean?
Exactly. It's a lost art. Most necromancers just raise up whatever bodies are nearby. A simple trick, really. Child's play. But bringing something from the soul cairn gives you something much more powerful.
So how do necromancers communicate with them?
Ah, that's usually the trick. It's possible to do it through a simple portal. But to finalize the deal, you have to travel here yourself. And most of them never come back.
Are you absolutely certain that Valerica has this scroll?
No, but there's no way she would have left it in Tamriel. She wanted to get it as far away from my father as possible. I can't imagine a better place.
And if she doesn't?
Then we find out where she hid it. If she's still alive. Well, as alive as she was before. Or is now. Or... you know what I mean.
I understand what you mean. Why not hide it in the soul cairn and then come back?
Probably to avoid whatever my father would do to her if he could get his hands on her. Or maybe her plan was to come back, but she was stuck here. We won't know until we find her.
You've mentioned being lonely a lot.
Well, growing up the way I did, you get used to it.
It doesn't sound like your parents made it easy on you.
No, they didn't. That's why I like being out here with you. But what about you?
What about me?
Do you get lonely? Are there people in your life?
I try not to rely on too many people.
Does it bother you that I'm here?
No, I'm glad that you're with me. I just don't like relying on people.
Me too. Anyway, this is all very touching, but don't we have some more important things to worry about right now?
Okay, that's terrible. Alright, let's get this over with.
Where'd you come from?
Wonderful. Things that want me dead. Thank you, Serana.
You must help me find my Arvak. He doesn't deserve to be in a place like this.
I'm sorry, what? Who's Arvak?
Arvak, my horse. We came to this horrible place together. We were attacked by monsters, so I told him to run. Please, he's such a loyal creature, and he's been running for so long. You have to save him. A place like this will change you.
How can I help him?
Arvak? Arvak! Where are you? Arvak, please come back! Come back! Farewell.
What the fuck? Oh. That must be Arvak. Hey, wait up a minute. Why are you running away? Why are you running? Why are you running? Oh, he disappeared. Oh, time to get back to what I was doing. Oh, there's Arvak again. God, I'm getting tired. Well, if I had to take a guess, I'd say your mother's in that giant fucking castle, or whatever the hell this is. A city? An arena? It's probably one of those things.
Mother? Mother!
It can't be. Serana?
Is it really you? I can't believe it. How do we get inside? We have to talk.
Serana, what are you doing here? Where's your father?
He doesn't know we're here. I don't have time to explain.
I must have failed. Harkon's found a way to decipher the prophecy, hasn't he?
No, you've got it all wrong. We're here to stop him. To make everything right.
Wait a moment. You've brought a stranger here? Have you lost your mind?
No, you don't...
You, come forward. I would speak with you. So how has it come to pass that a vampire hunter is in the company of my daughter? It pains me to think you'd travel with Serana under the guise of her protector in an effort to hunt me down.
Okay, first off, how the hell did you figure out I'm a vampire hunter? It's not like you were around when the Dawnguard were formed. And second, no, this isn't a ruse. I'm trying to keep her safe because she's trying to help.
Coming from one who murders vampires as a trade, I find it hard to believe your intentions are noble. Serana has sacrificed everything to prevent Harkon from completing the prophecy. I would have expected her to explain that to you.
Yeah, that's why we're here from the Elder Scroll. In murdering... for the Elder Scroll. In murdering vampires, seriously, you guys kill and maim towns worth of people. I'm just trying to stop that from happening. Okay, I don't just kill vampires at random. I kill vampires that are actively dangerous to others.
You think I'd have the audacity to place my own daughter in that tomb for the protection of her Elder Scroll alone? The scrolls are merely a means to an end. The key to the tyranny of the sun is Serana herself.
So what do you mean by that?
When I fled Castle Volkihar, I fled with 2 Elder Scrolls. The scroll I presume you found with Serana speaks of Auriel and his arcane weapon, Auriel's bow. The second scroll declares that the blood of Cold Harbor's daughter will blind the eye of the dragon.
And how does Serana fit into this?
Like myself, Serana was a human once. We were devout followers of Lord Molig Bal. Tradition dictates the females be offered to Molig Bal on his summoning day. Few survive the ordeal. Those that do emerge as a pure-blooded vampire. We call such confluences the Daughters of Cold Harbor.
So you're telling me that the tyranny of the sun requires Serana's blood?
Now you're beginning to see why I wanted to protect Serana, and why I've kept the other Elder Scroll as far from her as possible.
Are you saying Harkon means to kill his own daughter?
If Harkon obtained Auriel's bow, and Serana's blood was used to taint the weapon, the tyranny of the sun would be complete. In his eyes, she'd be dying for the good of all vampires.
I'm not letting that happen.
And how exactly do you plan on stopping him?
I'm a vampire hunter. What do you think?
If you believe that, then you're a bigger fool than I originally suspected. Don't you think I weighed that option before I enacted my plans?
And Serana's opinion on all this?
You care nothing for Serana, or our plight. Whether or not you've become one of us in order to survive the Soul Cairn, you're still a vampire hunter at heart. You're here because we're abominations in your mind. Evil creatures that need to be destroyed.
I'm here because vampires destroyed the Hall of the Vigilant, attacked me at random, and have been destroying towns. Not because vampires are abominations that deserve to be destroyed. Do you not know who the Count of... Oh my god. Serana believes in me. Why can't you?
Serana? This stranger aligns herself with those that would hunt you down and slay you like an animal. Yet I should entrust you to her.
This stranger has done more for me in the brief time I've known her than you've done in centuries.
How dare you? I gave up everything I cared about to protect you from that fanatic you call a father.
Yes, he's a fanatic. He's changed. But he's still my father. Why can't you understand how that makes me feel?
Serana, if you'd only open your eyes. The moment your father discovers your role in the prophecy, that he needs your blood, you'll be in terrible danger.
So to protect me, you decided to shut me away from everything I cared about. You never asked me if hiding me in that tomb was the best course of action. You just expected me to follow you blindly. Both of you were obsessed with your own paths. Your motivations might have been different, but in the end, I'm still just a pawn to you two. I want us to be a family again. But I don't know if we can ever have that. Maybe we don't deserve that kind of happiness. Maybe it isn't for us. But we have to stop him before he goes too far. And to do that, we need the Elder Scroll.
I'm sorry, Serana. I didn't know. I didn't see. I've allowed my hatred of your father to estrange us for too long. Forgive me. If you want the Elder Scroll, it's yours. Your intentions are still somewhat unclear to me. But for Serana's sake, I'll assist you in any way that I can.
Do you have the Elder Scroll with you?
Yes. I've kept it safely secured here ever since I was imprisoned. Fortunately, you're in a position to breach the barrier that surrounds these ruins.
What do I need to do?
You need to locate the tallest of the rocky spires that surround these ruins. At their bases, the barrier's energy is being drawn from unfortunate souls that have been exiled here. Destroy the keepers that are tending them, and it should bring the barrier down.
We'll be back soon.
One more word of warning. There's a dragon that calls itself Durnevere roaming the cairn. Be wary of him. The Ideal Masters have charged him with overseeing the keepers, and will undoubtedly intervene if you're perceived as a threat.
One more thing. If I leave the Soul Cairn, am I able to safely return?
As you've been traveling in the Soul Cairn, your body has become attuned to it. Let's just say a tiny part of you rubbed off on it, and in its place, a bit of the Soul Cairn filled the void. You should find no difficulty using the portal any longer.
So how exactly did you get stuck in there?
When I entered the Soul Cairn, I had intended to strike a bargain with the Ideal Masters, the custodians of this place.
And what was this bargain?
I requested refuge in the Soul Cairn, and in exchange, I would provide the Ideal Masters the souls that they craved. If I had foreseen the value they placed on my own soul, I would never have come here.
So, as with all other stories about people who made deals with the Ideal Masters, they tricked you.
The Ideal Masters unleashed their keepers and sent them to destroy me. Fortunately, I was able to hold them at bay and retreat into these ruins.
And then you became trapped.
Unfortunately, yes. Since the keepers weren't able to claim my soul, they had their minions construct a barrier that I'd never be able to breach.
So you've been imprisoned here for all this time?
Time has very little meaning to me. Consequently, it has little meaning to the Ideal Masters as well. I suppose you could call this the ultimate waiting game, each watching the other to see which will give in.
So why haven't you pursued this prophecy?
Harkon's vision is a world plunged in eternal darkness, where the vampire can flourish, and never again fear the tyranny of the sun. What he fails to realize is how much attention would be called to our kind if the prophecy came to fruition.
What sort of attention?
If eternal night fell, there are many who wouldn't stand for it. They would raise armies in attempts to return things to normal. The order of the day would be our destruction, until every last vampire was hunted down and eliminated.
So you prefer living in shadow?
I do. It's how the vampire has survived for millennia, and the only way we can continue to survive in the future.
So who exactly are the Ideal Masters?
I know very little about them. They're mystic entities that lord over the Soul Cairn, controlling every aspect from its fabric to its appearance.
So what do they resemble?
Well, some necromancers believe they are the crystalline structures dotting the Soul Cairn. I believe there's more to it than that.
How so?
I think they transcend what we perceive as a physical form. Perhaps they were once corporeal beings, but they've obviously reached a point where they no longer require a tangible presence.
And the crystals?
Conduits, through which the Ideal Masters speak to their underlings and feed on their victims.
Why would they require sustenance?
The Ideal Masters' weakness is their insatiable hunger for pure souls. It's the reason for the Soul Cairn's existence, and the only leverage a necromancer has when bargaining with them.
And what do the Masters provide in return?
The ability to summon powerful undead guardians, as one would conjure an Atronak or Daedra. However, the majority of necromancers that are foolish enough to enter into a bargain with the Ideal Masters wind up here, as harvested souls.
I see.
Be careful, and keep my daughter safe.
Let's kill those keeper things and get back to the prison.
Alright. This way first. There's no way to look at the map here because there's no world map for the Soul Cairn. You'd think there would be, but... yeah. I guess that would be a bit too convenient. Ow. Wonderful. Ah, shit. Ow, Serana! Fly, bitch! I didn't even see where his remains went. And a quick save often. I'd see where Serana went.
Who's there?
Shit. Your soul is mine. It's one down. 2 to go. Arvac shouldn't be too far from here, I think. There's a big ass tower right there. Oh, found him.
Where'd you come from?
More soul gems. Excuse me.
Arvac! You saved him! His soul is free, I can feel it! He's such a loyal beast. Here, I'll teach you how to call it to you. He'll help you get around this wretched place. But I'm sure he'd be much happier someplace sunnier. Goodbye, hero. Take good care of Arvac for me. Such a good horse.
I will. Alright. Well, if that's the case... Didn't I just... God damn it. Oh! I can't summon him because my fucking magicka's too low, because I'm not a magic user. And aside from restoration... And even then, that's more out of convenience than necessity.
Charge the enemy. No, not too dramatic. What do you want?
What are you doing?
How does anyone expect me to write my opus with all of these rude interruptions?
Sorry, man. Wait, Opus? What do you mean?
What do I mean, indeed? If I hadn't lost all of the pages, I wouldn't be in this predicament, and we wouldn't be having this conversation.
Let's just start from the beginning.
Very well. I suppose a moment or two of my time couldn't hurt. I am Chip, Some call me Saint Chib. Others call me Chib the Eradicator. Perhaps you've heard of me.
No, I haven't.
I can't say that I'm surprised by your answer. Until I get my second volume published, no one will ever know of my achievements.
You're talking about a book, then.
A book? I'd hardly call a 26-volume epic simply a book. Surely you've heard of the rise and fall of Saint Chib the Eradicator, hero of Morrowind and savior of the Dunmer.
Maybe a shorter title is in order.
Maybe you should leave the writing to an expert. Stop making foolish suggestions.
So how's your work going so far?
Terrible. Simply terrible. I was in the midst of writing the second volume, and they just threw me into this prison. It's unfair.
Who threw you in here?
That damn Dremora and his minions. They didn't even give me a chance to explain who I was.
Had Dremora captured you?
Well, I assume so. It cast a spell at me from some kind of strange black crystal. Next thing I knew, I arrived here.
Your soul was trapped.
My what? Wait. That means...
You're dead.
all these wasted months? Or has it been years? I don't even remember how much time has passed. My work will never see the light of day. My name will be forgotten.
Is there any way I can help?
Perhaps. Do you have a way out of here?
Yeah, I do. It's not a way you can leave, though.
Maybe I can't leave, but my writings can. In order to write the second volume of my opus, I need the notes from my first volume. Otherwise, I need to do all of this from memory.
How many pages did you lose?
When I was tossed in here, I felt myself falling, and I dropped the pages I had been holding. There were 10 of them in all. Find them for me, please. I beg you.
So why would a Dremora attack you?
Well, that's a ridiculous question. Everyone traveling through here has said that the Oblivion Gates have been opening all over Tamriel.
That was a bit before my time.
Has it been that long? Oh my. Well, it started with the followers of Mehrunes Dagon having Emperor Uriel Septim VII assassinated. Without a septim on the throne of the Empire, Dagon was able to leave Oblivion through the gates and attack.
Why was Dagon able to do that?
All I heard is that without a septim sitting on the throne of the Empire, the dragon fires in a place called the Temple of the One were no longer lit. This meant that we were vulnerable to the forces of Oblivion.
What ended up happening?
Well, I don't know. Everything seemed fine until that Dremora attacked me. I only heard later about the gates from the other souls. I can only assume the gates have been closed by now.
So where were you captured at?
I had just moved from my ancestral home in Morrowind to the continent of Cyrodiil. I settled in the city of Kavach to write my memoirs and to find some peace and quiet.
Is that where you were attacked?
Indeed. One moment I was writing diligently, and the next, my door bursts open. It was a cadre of Dremora. The city was under attack. I took it upon myself to join the cause and fight the Dremora, thinking this would simply be another feather in my cap.
I'm guessing that didn't work out.
The reason I'm standing in front of you as only a whisper of my former self should tell you that. I never knew what became of Kvatch. I wonder if they were triumphant without me.
How did you earn all your nicknames? Serana,
Yes.
can you not?
Say Jib, Jib the Eradicator, Jib the Magnificent. I've earned a lot of those titles thanks to my campaign against the Winged Menace.
The Winged Menace?
Yes, I'm speaking of the Cliff Racer, of course. Wretched things. They used to crisscross the skies over Morrowind like vermin. Nasty flying creatures with a habit of sneaking up on the unwary.
What was your campaign against them?
After I was freed from prison, I decided to turn my life around. Give something back to the people of Morrowind. It became quickly apparent that the best way I could help would be by wiping out the Cliff Racers.
Were you successful?
Indeed I was. I hunted down and killed every last one of them. Took years. The people of Morrowind were so grateful to have the roads safer again, they took to calling me Saint Jib, and then the other names followed.
So you said you were in prison.
That was a dark time in my life. I did a lot of things I ended up regretting. Maybe that's why I worked so hard to redeem myself once I was freed.
What did you do?
I murdered others for money. And before you think I belong to some romantic or secretive guild, think again. I was simply an addict who needed money for skooma. The stuff wasn't cheap, and murder always seemed to be in demand.
So how'd you get caught?
I finally bit off more than I could chew. I was paid to assassinate some high-ranking official from House Redoran. What I didn't know is someone had hired the Morag Tong to kill him as well.
Rival assassins?
Exactly. He got to my target first and called the guard to cover his tracks. By the time I got there, the place was on alert. Walked right into a trap and didn't even realize it until I was captured.
So what ended up happening to you?
They tried me for murder, threw me on a prison ship, and sent me to the jail in Vivek City. Gave me a lot of time to think, that's for sure.
Alright, well I have to go.
Thanks again for searching. I don't know what I'd do without my pages.
Where'd you come from?
Serana! I didn't mean to pick the fucking bow up. Oh, here's a page from his opus. And another Elven Dagger and some other stuff that I don't particularly need. Hey, Serana, want a shield?
What is it? Got it. That's it?
Yeah, that's it. I also picked up some shit that I don't need. Picked up some skulls. Or a skull.
All right.
That's a shiny ass rock. Bitch.
you come from?
Ooh, that's a little close. And that's 2 keepers. Alright, now to run all the way across this fucking place to the last keeper. I don't know why the hell I'm so tired lately. Oh, well that's nice. Does it mean I can summon her back yet? Nope. It's not like I haven't walked further distances. Of course, it'd be nice to have a fucking horse. If only I could summon a horse.
Who's there? I knew I heard something.
A piece of... Never mind. Honestly, this place isn't even really that bad. Like, the constant thunder and dead plants everywhere and, you know, purple skeletons trying to kill you are not all that great, but, you know, honestly, the sky is kind of pretty. And the place doesn't look wholly unnatural. A little bit gothic, but... Huh. Spelled home. Wasting absolutely no time, are we, Serana?
Where'd you come from?
Missed something, Serana? Serana, you're being shot at.
Who's there?
This place looks a little bit more complex than... Oh, no, he's right there. Yeah, good idea. Oh, no! God damn it! And I just forgot to fucking quick save. I got fucking stuck on a goddamn rock. Oh no, I did quick save. Let's quick save a little bit closer. And a little bit closer. And a little bit closer.
Where'd you come from?
Bitch. Bitch. Ah, fuck. Ow! Fuck! I'm damaged. Oh my god, I'm already out of stamina too. Serana, help! Shit. God damn it. Never thought I'd say this, but I'm starting to regret not becoming a vampire. Thank you. That's all of them.
The barrier should be gone now. Let's head back.
Hey, are you feeling alright after that conversation with your mother?
Relieved, I think. All those things have been building for a while. You have no idea how long I wanted to say that to her.
Why did you ever agree to her plan in the first place?
Look, I loved my father, but when he found that prophecy, that became his life. Everything else, even me and my mother, we just became clutter. I was close with my mother, but she just kept feeding me her opinions of him, and eventually I started believing her.
Yeah, she doesn't exactly seem fond of him.
The moment we gave ourselves to Molik Ball, things got really icy between them. They were both drunk with power, and pulling in different directions. And then he found that prophecy, and that was it.
And you were caught in the middle.
I was. Honestly, it took me up until now to figure out that my mother was really just as bad as he was. He was obsessed with power. She was obsessed with seeing him fail. It was just so toxic. Maybe I could have seen this coming. We could all be better off now.
Don't blame yourself for it.
I know that in my head, but I just can't help feeling bad about the way things are. Sorry, I know you're trying to help. Thanks. Anyway, we should keep moving.
Back to Valerica. Alright. More walking. Lots and lots of walking. It doesn't seem too far away, at least. Yep, the barrier is down, it looks like. Valerica.
You managed to destroy all 3 keepers?
Yep.
Very impressive.
Are you able to give us the scroll now?
Yes. Please follow me. Keep watch for Durnevere. With the prison's barrier down, he's almost certain to investigate.
I can't believe we found my mother alive. Well, you know.
Well, since we're probably going to be encountering a dragon. Ah, so it's an arena.
I hear something.
It's Dernovier. He's here. Defend yourselves.
Who's there?
Where'd you come from? Jur? Zapu?
You're not the first dragon I've killed. You won't even be the last. Alright, now your soul's mine. Kind of ironic, absorbing a dragon soul in the... Well, that's not supposed to happen.
Come on. She's leading us to the scroll. Come on. She's leading us to the scroll.
Forgive my astonishment, but I never thought I'd witness the death of that dragon.
What makes you say that?
Volumes written on Dernovier allege that he can't be slain by normal means. It appears they were mistaken. Yes.
Go on.
The soul of a dragon is as resilient as its owner's scaly hide. It's possible that your killing blow has merely displaced Dernevier's physical form while he reconstitutes himself.
How long do you think that will take?
Minutes, hours, years. I can't even begin to guess. I suggest we don't wait around to find out. Now, let's get you the Elder Scroll and you can be on your way.
I can't believe we found my mother alive. Well, that's it. That's the last scroll.
Now that you've retrieved the Elder Scroll, you should be on your way. If there's anything I can do before you depart, you must let me know.
Can you help me get the piece of my soul back?
So my daughter applied some of the lessons I taught her about necromancy, did she? Don't worry. I think I can help you.
Good. I could use all the help I can get.
Your soul essence was trapped inside a gem. When you and Serana entered the soul cairn, it was given to the Ideal Masters as payment. You simply need to retrieve the gem. The moment you touch it, your soul essence will be restored.
Any idea where it could be?
There's an offering altar not terribly far from here. I'm willing to bet that the gem you're looking for is there. Is there anything else? Could be your last chance.
Are you staying here?
I have no choice. As I told you before, I'm a daughter of Cold Harbor. If I return to Tamriel, that increases Harkon's likelihood of bringing the tyranny of the sun to fruition.
Thank you for the follow, Dark Sunny. Well, we'll return to you when we can.
I appreciate your concern for me, but Serana is all that I care about. You must keep her safe at all costs. Remember that Harkon is not to be trusted. No matter what he promises, he'll deceive you in order to get what he wants. And promise me you'll keep my daughter safe. She's the only thing of value I have left.
Of course I'm not going to trust him. He's a fucking vampire and I kill vampires. Well, I kill vampires that deserve to be killed. Alright, let's go get my goddamn soul back. Oh. Well, that explains why I didn't absorb his soul. Alright, time for round 2.
Stay your weapons. I would speak with you, Quinarin.
I thought you were dead.
Cursed, not dead. Doomed to exist in this form for eternity. Trapped between Laas and Enoch. Between life and death.
So, didn't you try to kill me?
The hostility was necessary. I was bound to an oath.
Why are we speaking?
I believe in civility among seasoned warriors, and I find your ear worthy of my words. My claws have rended the flesh of innumerable foes, but I have never once been felled on the field of battle. I therefore name you Quinarin, or Vanquisher in your tongue.
I find you equally worthy.
Your words do me great honor. My desire to speak with you was born from the result of our battle, Quinarin. I merely wish to respectfully ask a favor of you.
What kind of favor?
For countless years I've roamed the Soul Cairn in unintended service to the Ideal Masters. Before this, I roamed the skies above Tamriel. I desire to return there.
What's stopping you from returning?
I fear that my time here has taken its toll upon me. I share a bond with this dreaded place. If I ventured far from the Soul Cairn, my strength would begin to wane until I was no more.
And how could I help?
I will place my name with you, and grant you the right to call my name from Tamriel. Do me this simple honor, and I will fight at your side as your Graze Mazen, your ally, and teach you my Thum.
So just call your name in Tamriel then?
Trivial in your mind, perhaps. For me, it would mean a great deal. I don't require an answer, Quinarin. Simply speak my name to the heavens when you feel the time is right.
Come on, let's go home.
Moving on. I'm gonna go grab my damn soul. Wow. That was horrendously unimpressive of me. Anyway. My soul should be in here. It seems a bit odd that there's so many potions in the Soul Cairn. Like, nothing here can... Gator Heart. Ow! Ow. Ah. Well, I presume my soul's in here then? Ow, that hurts. Oh my god, that hurts. Ah! Ah! Ah. Well, I'm not dying anymore. Let's hurry up and return home. I know I said that this place isn't really that bad, but I've had enough of it, so... Yes, I can sprint now. I didn't see where Serana went. Hopefully she'll... Where the fuck is she? Where the fuck is Ghosh? Oh, there's Serana.
Who's there?
That works. Hang on. God damn it, I didn't want to grab that bow. Oh, wonderful. There was nothing in here. Alright, there's the exit. Let's hurry the fuck up. Get the hell out of Lost Notion. I mean, the Soul Cairn. Bennett. Bennett. Hey, Slowpoke.
I'm glad we found the scroll, but I wish she could come with us. The sooner we get the scroll home, the sooner we deal with my father. Do you need something?
Does it bother you that we're working against your father?
I can't say it surprises me. I kind of figured we were heading for this someday. I just didn't know when.
Is it going to be hard view if we have to kill him?
If. I've been assuming that's where all this is going. I've been trying to make my peace with it. Come on, we can talk about this another time.
Well, it looks like there's an actual way out of here.
Let's get indoors. Or in a cave. Anywhere, just out of this.
Alright, back to the fort. That's much nicer. But for now, I'm calling an end to the stream. Thanks to everybody for tuning in. Streamed a little bit longer to make up for yesterday. But that'll be it for today. More Mass Effect Andromeda on Tuesday. But until next time, bye-bye.